Well, BF Goodrich is back as the MX5 Cup Series tire partner for 2010's second consecutive year. And while the tires may look like what we used last year in this series, there's a good bit of difference.
They've actually brought us 2 new tires this year. They're using the MX5 Cup to help produce better tires for both the street and the racetrack. So 2 new tires, 2 new compounds. It's just great to have a partner like BFG that takes their tires in the series so seriously.
The new tire feels wonderful. It's got a whole lot more grip, and it doesn't fall off by any means at all anymore. Lap times stay much faster throughout the whole session, and it provides a whole lot more feedback than it did last year, so we're all very excited to drive on it.
Well, it's bolt-on performance. It makes it easier to drive at the limits. It's a very consistent tire, and it's a very long-lasting tire.
The tire this year is wonderfully predictable. You can lose the car, which you're going to do in a wet qualifying session like you do today, and still catch it very predictably. So they've really done a great job for us.
And we appreciate BF Goodrich's involvement in the Playboy Mazda MX5 Cup. Elliott, the drivers have had a lot of good things to say. The wet tire came into play here in qualifying. We're racing on the dries here today. Plenty of grip as you go almost 3 wide toward turn 1.
It looks like Rampelberg's going to try and take it again, and it's just the opposite of last time. This time Copeland's got the inside with Rampelberg on the outside, so Brad's going to have the best shot for these next 2 corners.
Matt Pombo there on the blue 01 car again. That's a small family-owned team. They've been a 2-car team, or they plan to be a 2-car team through much of the season. Rampelberg in the AMG 4 car, last year's championship-winning car, shoulders his way back to the point as we head to the S's.
You know, you make a good point here. We're seeing something we hadn't seen last year. We've got a couple of independent guys up there with Pombo and Copeland. Last year it was all the big teams. The 3 teams were there for almost all the races.
On the outside, now the beauty of these cars to me, Elliott, is they're so predictable. You can fling them around, you can run inside, outside. Even in a place like VIR where the groove's fairly narrow, there's plenty of opportunities for you to pass. Everybody chasing Brad Rampelberg up the hill here.
And they're not afraid to jump over the curbs and stuff like that with these cars because they do it so well.
Yeah, part of the problem here today could be that the track is going to dirty up. Let's get more from Derek.
Well, dirt, alignment, and drafting are going to be 3 things to watch out for today. As the drivers go through the curbs, they run over the rumble strips and they kick dirt up onto the track. Makes for a slippery racing surface. Also, as the drivers run over those rumble strips, they're knocking the front ends out of alignment. Now, it may be the fast way to get through the corners at this racetrack, but it's also the fastest way to knock the handling out of your car. Also, we have to remember that this is one of the highest speed tracks that they race on. So, drafting comes into play here. The driver that wins today is going to have a dancing partner at the end of the race.
And that is important. As we see Copeland going back by, he's pushing the front of Rampelberg just a little bit, but you know, that's what drafting is about, getting that run up the straight so you can go. And we're seeing it between not only the leaders, but back in the group here.
On board with Michael Cooper coming down the hill toward the front straightaway again. And that means, as Elliott pointed out at the top of the broadcast, setting up for that last lap here at VIR is going to be crucial. We've seen a lot of final lap lead changes over the history of the Playboy Mazda MX5 Cup here at this racetrack. Cooper right in the mix here among the top 3 or 4 cars. Copeland the leader up ahead in that white car. Brad Rampelberg swinging to the outside, trying to take it back as they head to turn 1.
Yeah, and he might be able to do that. He did it last lap. Matter of fact, he got a little further by this time, so I'm sure that he's going to take it. But look at what we're getting back in the back. We got Piscatel and we've got Pombo and everybody going to get each other here.
Rampelberg is the leader. Dean Copeland is second. Michael Cooper is third. Matt Pombo is fourth. Then you've got Piscatel and Nick Evans, his teammate, doing battle. And I'm starting to think that Justin Piscatel, last year's Rookie of the Year, might be a little frustrated, Elliott. He expected to win in his rookie year. Didn't work out that way. He's not really in the hunt yet here today.
No, he's not. You know, he's close. But, you know, the MER cars seem to be back at the back just with themselves. They don't seem to have anything for anybody right at this time. And it looks like actually Justin's dropping off the back just a little bit at this time.
Learn more about the Playboy Mazda MX5 Cup. The official series website is mx5cup.com, available to you 24/7. Lead group of 5 has broken away a little from the 6th place car coming to Oak Tree Corner. It sets this field up for that long backstretch run, very critical here at VIR. Well, Brad Rampelberg is still the leader, but he has had heavy challenges from Dean Copeland. Back with more at Alton, Virginia.